Hello, my name is Abe, and welcome back to Cobalt Core. Last run, I guess, was with the Ares. I may have kind of forgotten about which ships we've played as recently. I think we need to do Riggs and Drake, so we will randomize until we get Riggs or Drake. This one could be kind of interesting. Dizzy, Riggs, and Books? I mean, if I'm gonna go infinite, it's gonna be this run, right? Although, Jupiter, you do start with your Jupiter drone and you have to spend 1 energy every turn playing the drone. But we need a win with Riggs. Books is a very interesting character that I still have not yet figured out fully how to play with. Dizzy is good for shielding, I don't know what else, but sure, Jupiter. I do like the Jupiter ship, although I still think that maybe we could just chop off the wing and be just as fine. I think that I don't want to lose the max shield because we are Dizzy. That might be a little bit convoluted of a reasoning, but I think that with Dizzy, I want the ability to fill the shields. Although, Block Shot and Shield Surge can give us more temp shield, but we also have Mage Hand giving us block as well. So yeah, -2, max, hull. Gain 1 common artifact, upgrade a card, upgrade 2 randoms to type A. This is possibly making them free. Unpolished Crystal adds a crystal shard into your hand, and it's guaranteed to be in our starting hand. It's actually not bad. I think I would prefer B though to get 2 of them, but 1 in your hand means you can start drawing immediately. For 1 energy on turn 1, you get to draw. I would love to see that relic that gives you 1 energy at the beginning of combat. Basic block, you know, it's basic block, we'll keep it. Okay, we are the Jupiter ship. We need to play the Jupiter's drones when possible. We also need to add shards and get over to Mage Hand. So, drone me, shard me, and instead of, oh right, the comms are weak. I completely forgot about that. Kinda hate Jupiter ship. Except I don't, because it's exceptionally powerful, but I hate some of the aspects of the Jupiter ship, let's be honest. Okay, if we want, we can deploy another Jupiter drone relatively easily, and Mage Hand is decent damage, but I think, like to save the shard. Well, why? Why not just do it now? Draw 1, we know it's gonna draw the Jupiter, so yeah, okay, Mage Hand me, go ahead. It's actually good damage. I doubt we're gonna be killing the enemy on this turn. Thank God we have Scramble, otherwise we would be taking 6 damage, which is lethal. But why don't we scramble? Move. And we don't need to move anymore. I will gain some block, take a shot. We can take the damage, leaves us the ability to maybe play a Mage Hand or play some other block generating cards. You know what I want to do? There we go. Use that drone shift to get my drones into position. Scramble, Vamoose, and Meteor. Move left and launch a Geode, which will give you shard when destroyed. For the price of 1 shard, we get a shard. It's very interesting that this is flippable immediately. It is 1 movement. Vamoose, expensive, but does get you out of the way and does stockpile quite a lot of dodge. Scramble we start with, and we haven't even been playing it. I kind of feel like this is either a Vamoose or a skip. I think I'm gonna skip. I don't really want these cards in my deck, I think. Let's go down. Unmanned ship up ahead, and it's hailing us? Welcome back, how may I help you? Get upgrades. Dude, continue to upgrade me, type A. I want free cards. Mage Hand, okay, and Draw Shot. Not type A upgrades that I wanted. I wanted like the basics to be upgraded, but actually, I'll take whatever upgrades I can get. Mage Hand is 3 damage, Draw Shot is 3 draw. That's pretty good. It's hard seeing an AI in that kind of state. Shut up. Weapons active. Well, we could basic shift to move the moon into position, but this is, I think, more of a spend our evasion to put the moon into position. I'm still not entirely in love with the turn. Okay, I do like seeing the basic block. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could just tank the 2 damage. In fact, Shield Surge here is enough. Unfortunately, now I can't really do anything with the Jupiter drone. Like, I can't move it now that I think about it, so I'm taking damage. Well, okay, yeah, actually I am taking damage since I have no movement. But with a Mage Hand, we do take none. That's a pretty bad draw, though. Crystal Shard. I can hit you this turn, and you're not gonna move. Let's scramble and Moon. Before we even attack, we do need to get out multiple Jupiter drones here. Stop trying to murder me. That's exceptionally rude. You are going to try to murder me on this turn. You're gonna try to move to the left and shoot. Jupiter drone's blocking. Okay, I think on this turn, move, do 9 damage. Oh, right! I'm a moron! I forgot you would move. Okay, now you're gonna move to the right, which means 2 of the Jupiter's drones will hit you if I attack. Is this what we want to do on this turn? Yes. Hey, we're doing some damage. I can attack again. Actually, I can move. Attack again. Attack again. All right, we only need to hit you 1 time now. We're taking no damage, so we don't have to do it on this turn, but you are just going to get the dodge buff again if I don't kill you. So I suppose we should... No, we have lethal. It's wonky, but draw shot, basic shift, we can move you, and then Mage Hand. Okay, we didn't take any hull damage, so I'm making up for that mistake. Block out Burner. I'm starting to realize how good of a card this is, because Dizzy has Shield Surge. If you upgrade it to the B-type, and you take this card and you upgrade it to the B-type, then for, well, okay, upgrade it to the A-type probably. For 1 energy, you get 7 block? It's pretty good. Momentum is also nice just to get that big shield going. Selective memory can be pretty nice to choose a card from your draw pile and put it in your hand. This is just this is a card you can add at any point and be happy. I think I'm gonna go block out here. Block out. Blocker Burnout, not Blockner. Blocker Burnout. I think it's actually not that bad. It's a free card that gives you a ton of block when you need it. Okay. We could remove a card. I am gonna upgrade first, I think. And I think I do want Shield Surge to give me that maximum shield capacity. That opens up the position for, again, for 1 energy every shuffle. We can get 7 block when we need it. That's not bad. When this is upgraded. Right now it's 6 block. We don't even need to upgrade Blockner Burnout. No! That's not what it is. So I'm gonna go for the Shield Surge. We do need more damage in the deck somewhere, but for now, I'm just gonna go for this, because I wanna try this combo. You don't need to stockpile 99 block, you just need to have enough, and this is a good way of getting enough block, I think. I do absolutely hate this turn though, but luckily the Jupiter's Moon keeps us safe. Otherwise, actually, I mean, a scramble also keeps us safe. Because we can just move 2 times, and then we get technically less damage done, because we, don't have the ability to play Mage Hand for 3 damage. Move 2, hits there, hits there. You know what, give me the moon. Give me the Mage Hand. It does give us a little bit of block, so I'll take it. We do have to replay the Jupiter Moon though, which is totally fine to do here, so let's do that. Draw... kind kind of like the draw. We don't need Shield Surge because it doesn't benefit us to get the temporary shield on this turn. So instead, I will stockpile a little bit more evasion. Not really doing that much damage on that turn, for certain, but we can do some damage now. Give me a Jupiter Moon and then a move to the right. Now there's a reason maybe to play a Scramble or a Shield Surge. Let's go for the Scramble. It's a bit of a slow fight, but I think we are actually doing pretty well. Right, makes a lot of sense actually. In that case, get some garbage out of the deck. Keep Jupiter's Moons in hand. I like the draw of the Jupiter ship compared to the draw of the Ares ship. Ares always draws 4. Jupiter ship draws 5 unless you need to draw the Jupiter's Moons. If you played it on the last turn, you have to draw it, so you're effectively drawing 4 cards and then getting 1 added to your hand. The 1 added to your hand is the equivalent of the Ares cannon swap ability. But I much prefer the Jupiter ship here because you can actually hold on to the Jupiter's drone and then get full 5 draw on the next turn. It's nice. It's a nice little handy thing. We need to do some more damage though. We're doing this very slowly right now. So I'm gonna keep applying more moons, using my evasion for that. I mean, honestly, I think you just do it again. We haven't even played any of our shield cards, but now we get the opportunity to strike. 4 damage. 4 damage. 4 damage. It's actually way more than that because of the missile base. So it's instead of 4/4/4, it's 5/5/5. Should be, that was a 15 damage turn. I mean, we got Jupiter drones. That's kind of what we're going for, isn't it? Big damage setup turns. So you can just replicate all of your attacks. Sapphire Shield, 1 shield, 1 shard. Getting shard has not been a problem. Because we only have 1 card that requires shard. We don't really need it to be block either. I think this is a skip button mash. I've taken it in the past and I've never really used it much. I like it on retain in case you need it, but I've never really used it effectively. Scramble we don't need, we already have it in the deck. We're passing on a lot of these cards, but none of them have really interested me. This is dangerous. Jupiter ship against Spike here is scary as heck, because he can kill us very easily. I'm actually gonna stockpile some dodge. Okay, Jupiter drone is going to be destroyed. I guess I'm okay with it being destroyed. We are going to need to move. Just don't attack. And I know we're not doing any damage yet. Now we can. As little as we can, but we can. Now, there's no safety override in the draw pile, which is really nice. It means that we will be fine. When do you lose the temp shield? You probably, do you lose it on your draw or after your draw? The difference being, can you use temp shield to stop the reflected damage? I don't know. In any case, we can draw 1. I think I'm just going to move. And with our turn, I suppose I don't care about hitting you because you do have the temporary shield. Maybe I'd rather get some scramble going on and then attack you next turn. So let's move, moon, scramble. We've got a lot of attacks coming up. Not as many as I would like, but You're so close to being killed. Probably should not be spending the evasion. Oh, thank God. I mean, imagine if all of these drones hit. It would be 16 damage coming into me. Holy crap. No safety overrides in the draw pile. Please stop in front of my drones. Oh, you freaking dummy. This fight is like complete RNG. It really is. It really is. Bloodstone Bolt. Hurt yourself. Heal with a shard. Good damage. And it's free. I mean, it is a 0 cost attack. Attack for 0 each time this card is drawn. This fight, add 2 Charge Beam. Haven't really used Charge Beam that effectively. I feel like this would be a very good card with Jupiter. Draw it a couple of times, all of a sudden multiply it amongst 4 drones, you're doing an insane amount of damage. You need more draw. But Bloodstone Bolt does interest me as a free attack that can just, for 1 shard, you play this, you do 3 damage. There's relics that synergize with it as well, healing you more. We need more crystal shards to make that possible though. So, we okay with that? You can't play it on 1 HP. I don't know, I kind of like Charge Beam though. Every time you draw it, how fast are we drawing through the deck? We're not drawing through the deck that quickly, but we're not that slow at it either. You could also just make it do 1 damage, then 2 damage, then 3 damage, and it's a free attack. I actually kind of like that. Let's take the Charge Beam. Every 5th time you attack, evade. Your first attack each turn pierces. That will work for the drones. We don't attack that much. Excuse me. It's not like we have parry. In fact, we have 5 attacks, 6 attacks per shuffle. I'm gonna go for the piercing. Extra scaffolding. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, right in the middle of the ship. Comms, so it's gonna be wing blank, comms blank, missile bay, cockpit, wing. Good God. I mean, sure, why not? Big ship. This is not the question mark I wanted. All right, we're gonna upgrade. I think that the Charge Beam 0 is pretty nice. Doesn't scale as quickly as Charge Beam A, but you get to play it every time it comes around, which I like. At 3. I mean, we can run some mental math here. If you play it the first time it shows up, this does 3 damage, this does 1, this does 2. The second time you play it, 6, 3. Third time you play it. Sorry, for the Charge Beam A, it's when you play it on that number. For the Charge Beam, it's when you play it up to that number. So if you play Charge Beam A, the first time it's 3, it exhausts. If you play Charge Beam B, the first time it shows up, it's 1 that it exhausts. Well, it doesn't exhaust, it'll shuffle. 2 is 6 and 3. 3 is 9 and 9. So all you need is 3 shuffles, and then Charge Beam B will be better than Charge Beam A. Three shuffles, and then Charge Beam B will be better than Charge Beam A. And it's an attack that's out there, you know, destroying things, well, what is it destroying? It's stunning. I think I'll upgrade it just for that alone. You know, on the final boss on Cobalt, it's stunning the enemy ship is kind of nice. All right. I want to explode them already. Books, I love you. Okay, do we want moons? I think what we want to do is move. Crystals ready to go. Then we will draw. Attack for 1. It's not much, but it'll be more later. We can't move, so I think we'll block and honestly give me the shield surge now. We're probably gonna wanna start stacking up the block, and I'm just gonna attack and attack. I'm not gonna play the mage hand, I'm gonna save the shard, and maybe, you know, if we draw it here, we'll get a little bit more value out of it, a little bit more damage out of it. Okay, we're currently taking 2 damage. I'm beginning to see the problem with our setup, which is that we can't really keep this drone alive. With our ship being so freaking long, we've got to be very careful about where we're positioned. And we also don't really have too much movement in the deck, so it's kind of like just play the basic dodge, keep it going. You know, for Charge Beam, in theory, if you just stay alive long enough, eventually that card can get the kill. But no reason to worry about that now. We're totally fine. We have enough damage, enough block. We have basic shift. Now I can actually keep a drone alive if I just move it. In fact, I should have moved it on that turn. This turn, I think we do start thinking about moving out of the way, because I love the fact that our brittle cockpit can't be hit. Because now we can get a couple of moons out there. Did 6 damage, look at that, look at that. It's still a very slow process though. We did also lose both of our drones. Taking 2. Do we need to block out Burner? I think I will, just to keep max blue shield. That's why we have that card. We have that card for situations like this where we can actually get value out of playing it. I think I'm a bit of a fool too. I think we do need to be a little bit more centrally positioned in order to take advantage of not needing to shift the drone. Although I suppose we can move Jupiter's moon to send it out there, move back. That will cost us some evasion, and this drone's not really doing anything, is it? It's just kind of sitting there. How much damage are we taking? I mean, we can play our whole hand, so we can get 4 block. We would take 5 damage. I'm actually totally okay with this. We can't put up that much block. I'm still totally okay with this. Put out the moon. It's actually gonna block a lot of the damage too. Give me a charge beam, a mage hand, shield surge. Should have played this in a different order, but in the end it didn't matter. We're taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. Send out the moon. I guess, you know what? Keep sending out the drone, blocking shots. We'll be fine, right? Can I kill you yet? Not quite. I can kill you. But like, look at the amount of temporary block we're able to get out of that block out Burner. It's a great card. Hand cannon, hand size equals damage. Mitosis. Lose 1 shield, gain temp shield. 0 draw. Draw all 0 cost cards from your discard pile. That's what I'm talking about. Into an energy. We have 1, 2, 3. I mean, even just getting charge beam is nice, but we can get more 0 cost cards. 4 when you count the crystal. 0 draw is a very good upgrade target. I kind of like this. We gain shield, gain temp shield, warp mastery, Jupiter drone, hub booster, gain 1 energy when you only have 1 drone. I mean, that would have saved us so much energy on that boss fight. I think you take this, but the warp mastery is also tempting. Max shield on launch, 3 evasion, but I'm gonna go for the Jupiter drone. Sapphire cluster. I mean, considering how many holes we have, strike the foe where they're weak! Considering how many holes we have in our ship, sometimes we only need to move 1 to get out of the way. I will get this out because we need it. Don't draw the Jupiter moon. I will play it and then move. I will draw. I will charge beam. No, I'll moon and charge beam. No, yes, because it's 0. Fine. 4 damage incoming. Does suck. Blockout is in the draw pile. If we basic block 0 draw, we will get a basic block, a charge beam, and a crystal shard. It's either that or shield surge and then just block shot to do 1 damage. I think we will basic block and then 0 draw. We draw something. Can't move the drones. With a basic shift I could, but I think instead we will just shield surge. We take no damage. Luckily that's not the brittle component being shot. Hey! What did I just say, you freaking joker? Can't move. We need to work on our evasion. Like, just 1,000,000% we have to work on our evasion. Crystal shard and basic block. How about I just kill you instead? We need more damage card. We need so much. Swizzle shift. I like swizzle shift upgraded for movement and shard powering. It actually gives you quite a lot of shard power. And I was just saying we need a little bit more movement. Swizzle, I think, is acceptable. It does kind of warrant an upgrade quickly, though. Lots of question marks, or lots of upgrades. What do we need? I kind of want to go question marks. I want to upgrade, but also screw it. Let's see what we get. Hey, Soggins. So this is going to be worth 1. This should be a very good fight for us. Should be worth 1. Artifact, assuming we keep him alive, which we should be able to do, considering we can just keep deploying moons in order to keep this man alive. You can also maybe shift some of the missiles out of the way. He moved 1, really? You son of a gun. Well, swizzle shift is not bad. The Seeker's gonna land unless we shoot it down. I think we go for the acid missile. Swizzle shift allows us to do that. Send out the moon. I don't know why we got extra energy from that. Why do we get? Oh, because when you launch your first Jupiter drone, it's freaking free. It's so good. Oh, it cost 2 energy to play that freaking draw card, didn't it? Oh, we gotta upgrade 0 draw. Yeah, because my thinking was, oh, I'll just play Jupiter's Moon on this turn and get 1 free energy out of it. Well, doesn't quite work. Yo, the enemy cockpit is weak. Kind of hate that. Is there any way that I can prevent you from taking too much damage? I think I will move the missile and save you 1/8. Nah, I'm gonna save the drone shift. Get out of here. I don't know if we can keep him alive, though. He is starting to take quite a lot of damage. However, moon. Get those missiles out of the way. That's the best I can do. We might be okay here. The only thing hitting him is a seeker drone, which means I'm just gonna let the seeker drone hit him. Give me a moon. Now I'll play the moon just because it does block another missile, and now he's actually gonna be totally fine. What was I worried about? Thank you for the extra energy. That is still draw. Thank you for the extra energy. It's actually like really cool that that is working. Give me another one of these, one of these. We have this in our hand. I will blow up a missile. And my dude is out of here. Never let him die. Can't thank you enough. Now, a Seeker is kind of tempting as another method of damage that does not require a Jupiter. And it's 1 energy. The problem is that if we have to keep playing the Jupiter every turn, the Seeker is just gonna be in the way. So you know what? I'm gonna go for the artifact. I hate to do it, and the artifact we got was garbage. I hate to do it, but I think it was in our best interest. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. I guess we knew that is what we were gonna draw. Actually, what we should have done is save our drone, but we are using these drones as just damage shields. Quite extensively, too. We gotta get a lot of upgrades done. Oh, I should have probably gone the upgrade path, but... Okay, taking 2 damage. Doesn't really matter too much. You know what? Shield Surge saves you the damage. And hopefully we draw our big block. We did draw the big block. Would you look at that? We can actually play it twice. So how much damage are we taking? Holy crap, we're taking 2 and then 6, 8. 8 damage. If I move, we're taking 3. So I think we'll just move 1. Then give me a block shot, basic shift, and we're still losing 2. I guess we will play the blockout burner anyways. All right. Not good enough. It is... That still works. I thought I was gonna move my ship. Sometimes that happens in my brain. Attack for 3 damage, must have played 4 cards this turn. Avid Reader. I think Avid Reader we could probably work with. It has to be the 5th card you play. But it's decent damage. We do have some cheap or free cards that we can play. And Jupiter Drone generally is a energy refund. Not all the time, but generally. Juke. Good movement. I think we'll go Avid Reader on this one. I know we're adding a lot of cards to the deck, but if we're not upgrading them, we gotta add them. That's how I feel about it. Also, should have done this in a different order, because now I have Jupiter Moon that I can't do anything with, that's just gonna be destroyed. You're gonna add something. I always forget what it is. We're taking 6 damage. I can actually put up 6 block for 1 energy. So we don't have to move. So I kind of don't want to, but what else are we doing with our turn? I want to save for Swizzle Shift, I think. If I move to the right one, I can do 1, 1, 1. I can do 6 damage, so I think I'll do that. I think that's worth it. We'll take 4, so we're still going to keep all of our blue shield. And you're hitting me for 3 on this turn, which means Jupiter's Moon can actually stay out there. Additionally, I think what I want to do is Charge Beam 0 draw. Should draw me the Charge Beam, and it did in fact give it 1 more buff to its damage. Give me a Swizzle. saves a little bit of damage, not much, but it does open up the opportunity to get another moon out there. We're currently taking 5 damage. Now we're taking 3. I mean, we could just mage hand block shot. We could draw some zero cost stuff. We drew a couple of things, I guess. Need one more block. Yeah, sure, give me mage hand. Bit of a slow fight, but I feel like we're in control, at least so far. Oh, and I'm glad we have the Jupiter drone without any ability to actually use our attacks, although... There's one. I think that's okay. Well, we have to move because we're taking 11. So I will move. And I think I will move. And then with the... How many freaking Abyssal Visions did you add to my hand? Or rather, my deck. We can do 1. We're not gonna be able to get Avid Reader out there. I think we will actually just dump some cards. Hope that you keep the Brittle active so I can maybe kill you. I mean, we're only taking 10. I say only, but, you know, there are theoretical timelines where we can put up enough damage. Actually, what I like about this is moon, shard, dodge, move, moon. And then give me a swizzle. That's just an asteroid, so we don't really need to worry about that. We're taking 0 damage on this turn. Oh my god, I can put up some, like, defenses? I don't actually want to put up defenses, it's just there's nothing else to do, I can't move. Alright, how much damage are we taking right now? 10! Can I move? No. Are we gonna die? Yes! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, come on. Really? Really? This is gonna kill me? 6, 4? I have 8 HP. Really? You're gonna kill me now? I'm trying to think if there's any way out of this. I have no movement. I mean, I didn't really add too many evasion cards to the deck. I guess I should have, but you know, if we had drawn, well, actually, it's not in the draw pile. Well, actually, if we drew 0 draw, we wouldn't be able to get out of this because 0 draw would be able to draw the burner block out. I need to put the moon out there and have it freaking live. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we are dead. Disappointing. I really liked what we had. We just don't have the evasion in order. We had no drone shift either. We only had the 1 drone shift card, but admittedly for that problem, there's nothing you can do. There's no drone shift cards in Books' deck as far as, no, wait, there's probably a couple. I'm gonna do this one again because I kind of liked the build that we have. I like really liked it actually. I think we got a little bit screwed there though. Pick them from 3 uncommons or get a random rare. Give me uncommons. And I don't like Pulse Barrier. Because it exhausts, you get 1 max shield. I guess like, well, we're the Jupiter ship, Old Reliable seems terrible. Just card in your draw pile, put it in your hand. Selective Memory is like, okay. All Reliable, it's just gonna immediately destroy the Jupiter drone if ever we try to summon them both at the same time. Because this one is Payload, it's buoyant. We always draw it on turn 1. So give me a Selective Memory, I think. I hate Pulse Barrier, but I think this is a very bad selection of options there. I think I much prefer the one that just gives you 2 upgrades. We didn't really get much of any value out of that one, unfortunately. I will just hit you for 2. So let's give it another go here. Choose a card from your draw pile and put it in your hand. Well, I think I'm just gonna do nothing on this turn. And at least we can do some damage here. Choose a card from your draw pile. I want Shard, so I can play Mage Hand. Although actually, there's the best Mage Hand we can do. Now we don't have any... This is fine. We don't have any ways of moving, but luckily you didn't move at all. Mineral Deposit. 2 geodes. It is also a flippable card. Move 1, move 3. Magi Battery. There's your battery card. I mean, I just like this. Even if it doesn't work all the time, I still like the card. Probably a little bit too much. There's a 2 elite path or a 1 elite path with a lot of upgrades. I think we'll go elite path with a lot of upgrades, or 1 elite path with a lot of upgrades. Choose a card from your draw pile, put it in your hand. Mage Hand, Magi Battery. I mean, what's worth the most early? Maybe nothing? Maybe removal is worth the most early. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, we're gonna do this again, as stupid as this is. I wish you got a benefit for that, but I think the benefit is just, hey, sometimes it's easier to dodge. Okay, 3 damage incoming on turn 1. We can block it with a Mage Hand block shot. Well, now I don't have the energy to fully block it, so I have to spend a move. That's fine. Should have thought about it, though. Put a card in your hand. You know what? Put a basic shot in my hand. That way we don't draw it. Okay, you're gonna add garbage. I will moon. Kind of wish I could do something else with my turn, but that's fine. You are gonna add a lot of trash. You're an annoying enemy to fight against. I'm just gonna do as much damage as I can right now. We should have upgraded Crystal Shard for 2, because we have the battery, but if we ever play Mage Hand, we're not actually accumulating shards. That being said, it's not like we're actually accumulating too many shards regardless, but... Because it would still theoretically take us 3 shuffles to actually play the damn card, but... We're only taking 2. I don't have to actually play much. So it's not a very, like, amazing turn, but we get some stuff done. Keep dumping the trash, as lame as it is. He adds a lot of trash to the deck. In fact, we have 5 trash in our deck. That's a lot of damage coming in. Can I block the damage? I can evade it. Thank you. You're in an excellent position to get murdered. Do we need the battery? No. Save the battery for a future turn. Now, please don't add too much garbage. Hey, look at this. Excellent. We only have basic shots, though. I even removed 1. No, it's just really the trash. I mean, we have 4 coming up. Good lord. We've got a lot of cards out there. They're just not doing any damage. A lot of drones, rather. They're just not doing any damage. They're dead. Okay, excellent. Mage Hand is like my kill card. Momentum, gain a shield, +1 for every time played this combat. Draw 1, gain a shield, +1 for every time played this combat. Do we need a block card? I mean, if I can learn a lesson from the previous run, it is dodge is better than block. I learn this lesson every single time. Dodge is better than block. Dodge is better than block. Dodge is better than block. Let's get some dodge or card draw. I'm gonna upgrade Crystal to give me 2. When you have no cards, draw a card. That's probably never gonna come into play, but it is nice to have. So, put this in my hand, play it. Give me a Shield Surge. I think on this turn I'm gonna move. Not really doing anything, are we? If I spend a drone shift, I can deploy another moon and save 1 energy. You need to come closer to me. You're not really coming too close to me, are you? I was gonna play this for draw, basically. Pseudo draw. We're gonna take 1 damage, which I think is fine. Now we can hit you, and we're taking 2 damage if I don't do anything. It's not an amazing turn, but it's not that bad. We are gonna lose our drones. Now we're taking another 2 damage. Let's bank some dodge, some evasion. Now we're taking 4 damage. This is a turn where we are probably going to want to try to kill you or get the heck out of the way. I think I can kill you, though. Okay. Maybe what we need is Scramble A to be upgraded. Turn all mid-row objects into geodes. And then the geodes block shots because they count as asteroids. Gives you a shard. Lose all shard for each attack for 2. Oh, that's such a good card. I mean, this is what we had previously with our last winning books deck. I think it was with the Jupiter drone. It was Glimmer Shot. You son of a gun. Oh, this is the hard fight too. If I move left twice, we take 3 damage. If I move right 1, we take 2. If we move right 1 and deploy, we take none. So move right 1, deploy. We're gonna take no damage here, but it's not a very good turn. I am gonna get the crystal shards out. Keep stacking evasion because we freaking desperately need it. This is a bad fight. This is just a bad fight for us. We're currently taking 5 damage. I mean, when I say bad fight, I mean we might just die here. Now we only take 2. Okay, now we're taking 6. Now we're taking 3. Can't put up enough block. So I'm going to spend 1 movement. He's probably gonna move into me and try to kill me. Oh, it's just so hard to actually evade you completely. We're taking 1. That's not that bad. I do have the ability to hit you for 6. Six. It's not enough for KO, unfortunately. We'd have to, if we draw, if we draw specifically basic dodge, I can move to the left, deploy a drone. That'll be enough damage to kill you. Otherwise, we're gonna get close, but you're gonna live. I think that's still fine. Like, that's a pretty solid turn. And then you have 4 HP. We're taking 3 damage. I can probably find some way of killing you. That'll do it. Okay. I'm surprised we made it through because that is a tough fight. Swizzle Shift. I still like it, and I still like its upgraded variant for moving and for sharding, but it is... I think ultimately, like the evade cards, not the evade cards, the move cards, the instant move cards, they're interesting, but not particularly good, because evasion is the only thing that can keep you alive on a turn where you are stuck with bad draw. The evasion lasts turn after turn. Something like Swizzle Shift, yeah, it can move you, but if you don't draw this when the enemy's attacking, you're not getting value. And if you draw this when the enemy's not attacking, you're not getting any value out of the card. I'll still try it, but... Let me hold one more shard. Yes. I'm gonna upgrade. We're gonna make Glimmer Shot retain. It exhausts, right? I still think it's worth retaining. I think retaining any card is actually kind of nice so you don't have to draw it in the future. We move, we do prevent a little bit of damage, but I do not think that is worth it. Why did I not block that damage? That was just silly. I mean, you're right, that wasn't that bad. It was very dumb, though. We can't get hit via brittle. Could Swizzle Shift left and then deploy a drone. And if we do it like this, we actually do get to keep the shards. Because for one, we get 2. And then we can deploy a drone. We take 1. Again, like, did I have any plan for dealing with the damage we were taking? Or is it just, I plan to take all the damage in the entire game at this point? I don't know. I don't know. I think I just intend to take all of the damage in the entire game at this point. Kind of makes me think that maybe I could use maybe another little block card potentially. Okay, battery does give us energy. This seems like a good turn for it. We have a lot of stuff in hand. I will moon and draw. Can I kill you? It'll do 12 times 3, 36. For each, 4, attack for 3. Yeah, I think it'll kill you. I hate to rely on something we've relied on in the past, but like it gets the job done, let's be honest. And overflowing power. It's a good card. Gives you more max shards for powering up your abilities. Gain 1 shard every turn, Quarry. That seems real good. I'm gonna try that one. 1 evade every turn. Oh, yes. Yes, it's so good. Yes, please. 1 evade every turn. Oh, thank you, Riggs. You're so god dang good. Please don't kill me immediately as soon as I spawn. That's kind of rude. Choose a card from your draw pile, put it in your hand. Well, I think we'll play this. Stack up more evasion. We don't have to stack up the evasion. I'm still gonna stack up the evasion. Actually, what we should have done on this turn is that was a bit of a waste. We don't need to play that now that we have the Demon Thruster. What I need to do is I need to get Quantum Quarry out. That's a huge enabling card. I mean, just look at this. We've got a Swizzle, a Draw, I can move, Moon, and then hit you for another like 36. Like, we've done this math before. I mean, now we have good books cards, so I feel a lot better about this run. We're gonna be skipping rewards very frequently. We're gonna be heading for a lot of removal as well, I think. We gotta thin out the deck, remove the garbage, and just make everything a little bit better. Because we've got a good run. And Quantum Quarry is a good card. The upgrade giving you 2 immediately is also pretty darn sick. Gotta be a little bit more careful. We have 1 energy. So I thought to myself, might as well, you know, spend that energy on something. We've got a lot of like shard stuff coming up in a second. Thank you, Quantum Quarry, for the shards. Choose a card from your draw pile. Put it in your hand. Okay, I will take a block shot. What are we doing with our turn? Not much. But you know what we can do? We can start getting some moons out. I mean, right now we can hit you for almost lethal. I'm just gonna shoot you then. It is lethal, even through the shield. That's more damage than I thought it would be. Mining Drill. Do damage and gain 2 shard. It's a pre-upgraded Mining Drill. Do damage and gain 2 do 0 damage, gain 2 shard. That seems real good. Put a crystal shard in your hand. Do we need another one? Probably not. Mining Drill's tempting. It's an attack, but it's still 2 shard for 0. I mean, if we upgrade Quantum Quarry, I think that's enough shard. It's a really interesting. You know, it's upgraded. I'll take it. I'm adding stuff. Books, that's me. Can I get you anything? Upgrade. I was just talking about upgrading Quantum Quarry, but let's remove a basic shot. I mean, at this point, we're kind of just playing Glimmer Shot for lethal whenever it shows up for lethal, right? Seems about right. How much energy do we have? I think we have enough to play Quantum Quarry. Glimmer Shot retains. All we gotta do is just wait until we can actually play the damn thing. Ooh, a Swizzle! Absolutely give me a Swizz. Right, it doesn't attack. I had no attack out. Oh, I wasn't out of the way enough. I am a fool. I'm a complete fool. I'm a fool. Okay, well, we're okay for now. I should probably be spending that. We should have definitely spent the shard and fired off a mage hand. All right, how much damage can we do? You're gonna gain armor every time I hit you. So for each attack for 3 damage, it's gonna do 3, 3, 4, and then 2, 2, 2. So it's gonna do 6, 6, which is 12, 18, 21, 24, 28. Should still kill you. Why don't we just ensure that it kills you by playing another Jupiter move? There you go, we got freaking 4 of them out. Nope. Let's remove. Think we can probably just remove a basic block. We're gonna fight this elite probably. First time you play Crystal Shard, gain a temp shield. It's not bad. Let's go question mark. Lose 3 HP, gain 1 of 3 artifacts. 3 HP, 1 HP, it's all effectively the same. 1 energy when you spend a 3 energy card, we have none. Dizzy's attack cards do 1 more damage. Once per combat, when you lose hull, heal 1. Sure, maybe we'll only lose 1 on occasion. I never want to accept this guy. Unless I'm misunderstanding it, I think he's just trash. All right, well, I mean, I think we just want a mining drill, but we can at least do 1 more damage. It's actually like pretty effective. Let's get the shard. We knew what we were drawing there. Okay, you're doing no damage. Could shift out of the way. I don't see a real good reason to. Do we want a Quantum Quarry? I don't think we do, because I think at this point, as soon as we draw Glimmer Shot, he's pretty much dead. We'll have 2 of them out there, and 2 of them can do 24 damage. Yeah, so I think we just draw. I mean, I did the math, right? We pretty much beat him without hitting the weak point. We hit him once. Avid Reader, Momentum, Mage Hand, nah. Okay, I'm gonna do an upgrade. I think it's about time. Choose 2 cards in your draw pile and put them in your hand. Do we even need any upgrades? Maybe Swizzle, just for the movement? Our deck, it does work. Dude, I'm just gonna remove a, remove a block shot? You act real tough, but I know all your embarrassing secrets. My embarrassing secrets are also your embarrassing secrets. I don't care, I'll tell them. You wouldn't. Scorched Earth, baby. Oh, Riggs lore incoming. All right. Taking no damage. Always a good start. Any freebies? No freebies. And goodbye Quantum Quarry. I would have liked to have played it. For a longer fight like this, I do enjoy it. I mean, this is just 2 shard for 0. Doesn't even do any damage. Very strange. Okay, how much damage are we taking? 1, 2, 3. It's not that bad at all. Don't know what else to draw, so I'm just gonna draw that. If we shift, we will take 4. But we're only taking 3 now, so... I'll play that. We're not gonna kill this boss anytime soon. We can stall a little bit. Probably move left, then we take 4. If I move left twice and shoot down the missile, we take effectively 0. Choose a card from your draw pile. Oh, hey, would you look at that? We have none. Still a great turn. Losing another Jupiter drone, unfortunately. It's hard to keep him alive. Take 2 damage. Or take 2 damage, move to the right, and concuss the cannon. Or keep the drones alive, take 2 damage, concuss the cannons. I could even hit for 24. It's not quite lethal. Why do that then? Why not just wait? We're fine. Next turn, we can probably get a KO by putting out 1 more Jupiter drone. In fact, we can put out more than 1 Jupiter drone. We can put out several Jupiter drones. There's another one. Can't do any more, unfortunately. But, all right, there's like 48 damage. This combo is too good. I said it previously, I hate to rely on it to get another victory, but like, this combo is too good. Nah. First time you play a 0-cost card, it's played twice, remove 3. Honestly, yeah, remove 3. Remove a basic dodge. Remove Scramble. I never play this. I never play the shift, but 1 shift could still be kind of nice. Nah, remove it. Remove it. Remove it. All the basics are gone. We have a 12-card deck. Man, these Glimmershot books runs are also really fast, aren't they? Go ahead and play the Corrupted Core. For 1 energy, it costs us 1 draw, but we get the card out of the deck forever. Choose a card to put in your hand. I would like a Quantum Quarry. I would also like a Swizzle. We have no Shard, so get Shard. Then we could Swizzle for 2 Shard. Could also get energy if we wanted to. Which would allow us to deploy a drone, and then Crystal Shard gets us 1. We'll have 2 next turn, which will be 3. Why not? Play this. Draw. Good draw. Play this. We get 2 drones out. I mean, if you could come over to me, please, I could kill you faster. Anytime. Just waiting for you to get into position to die. Oh, look. I think we got a good setup. EMP is kind of tempting. Just completely negate the enemy's turn if you need it. But it is expensive. But it's very solid. Another battery. What do we have coming up here? 2 repair yards. We can upgrade 2 cards. We'll skip. I'm books. I would like to remove. Why? I mean, we're getting a pretty thin deck. A lot of low-cost cards. Keep the draw shot. Mage Hand can probably go. Although at this point, if I get rid of Mage Hand, the only attacks I have in the deck are Draw Shot and Mining Drill if Glimmer Shot doesn't get a KO. So maybe don't get rid of Mage Hand, your only other attack in the deck. Maybe remove something else. Like what? I don't know. Maybe lose. Do we really need Quantum Quarry? I mean, I don't want to remove it. Swizzle Shift, I like the movement, but we don't necessarily need it. It's a good way of getting a lot of shard, though. Shield Surge. We don't put up a lot of block without it. Maybe an upgrade is in order now. Like, I know I'm gonna want the battery to be upgraded, I think. Let's do that. And then, you know, let's figure out what we're gonna do for the second half of this sector. Shield Surge, Draw Shot, Mining Drill. I guess we will get rid of Shield Surge. But we have only 1 card in the deck that gives us block anymore. This is such a strange run. Also, yo, these cannons, these drills are gonna kick my ass. We need to be exceptionally careful. Okay, this does allow us to get out of the way. Okay, we have full shard. Okay, we're currently taking a buttload of damage. We're not gonna kill this enemy too quickly. That draws a crystal shard. 4, how much health? You have 28. We gotta hit you with 3 Jupiter drones. Doot, doot. Currently taking 6, which is not good. If we move 1, we take 3. If we move 2, we also take 3. I mean, we gotta move. I think I will play the battery just to see what we can do. Oop, 1, 2, 3, 4. Swizzle Shift doesn't save us at all. It doesn't do anything. Well, it gives a shard, but this Jupiter drone is gonna be still all the way over there. I mean, actually, hold on. Swizzle Shift, play here. I've got 2 drones out, and we can do 24 damage, okay? My dude will have 4 HP. It's not a kill, but here's the thing. We can kill him at... We gotta save the drones to get a 1-turn KO, I think. No, we don't. Okay. It's actually not as much damage as I thought. It's only 18, he'll have 10 health. Why did this not... Oh, it costs 1 to give you 2, it doesn't just give you 2. Ah, that's my mistake. In that case, yeah, I don't really want to... I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna do this instead. We will, oh right, we're only taking 1 damage. We're taking actually 0. That's a lot better than what I thought we were doing. Could you stop with the dang drills though? Please. Your drills are becoming a bit of a problem, just saying. Okay, I can only move 1, which means we're taking like 4. Could you like stop, please? Okay, I did get Swizzle again. So give me a show. This will take us to 2. 1, 2, 3. Actually, if I play Swizzle, we could be in a much more dangerous position. Should be careful here. Didn't get the draw I wanted because I wanted either of these. Okay. So currently we're dead. We have to move. If we move, we take 4. If we play this, we take 3. We have 3 movement total. Boop, boop, boop. Can't play Swizzle at all. We pretty much just have to move left 1. Yeah. Then we take 3. This guy is just drilling my I don't know why we didn't take as much as I thought we would take. This guy is just drilling my ship though, like a jerk. But I really do like this turn. I think we can probably kill him. I think we can. Why do it like that, you freaking dongle? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. More mobility would have been nice, but that's fine. Think we can fight an elite? Honestly, the elites here, especially if it's, yeah, the underground one, should be super easy. Just give me the shard first, see what we draw. A moon, corrupt core. I mean, this should be a pretty easy fight. Choose a card to put in your hand. There's no point in playing that necessarily. Battery for 1, we can get draw. If this didn't wake him up, I would play it, but it will wake him up. So I think this is just an end turn. Oh, I can't move anymore. I mean, that's totally fine. Choose a card from your hand, from your draw pile, put it in your hand. Gain 1 shield, put 2 crystal shards in your deck. Draw all 0-cost cards from your discard pile. I think this is what we want, and we want to upgrade it. Because there's some cool stuff that we might be able to do with a 0 draw. 1 energy every 3rd turn, 2 evade on the 1st turn. Having the more evasion early, I think, is okay. The more evasion early. Although it's only 1 evasion now that I think about it. Yeah, that might have been a bit of a mistake, but that's fine. Okay, we need to move 1. Do not swizzle. Okay, we need to move. If we move 1, we take 4. If we move 2, we take none. Pretty sure you're dead. It's such a broken attack combination. I don't know, Solar Flare Crab all the time. I don't know what's gonna happen with the final boss. That's gonna be a bit of a crapshoot. We'll freaking see though. Should have moved one to stockpile more movement. We got a lot of drones out. Now please just stand in front of my drones. That's not standing in front of my drones. Are you gonna really hurt me? You're gonna hurt me? You're gonna cost me some amount of damage, you jerk? I mean, maybe we could have done this with more draw. Oh, we can't move though. Well, you're a bit of a jerk. Give me a draw shot anyways. Give me a mage hand, just do some damage. We're gonna take a little bit of damage from the solar flare, unfortunately. Oh, there's also a missile over there I didn't pay attention to. Okay, now you're in front of all my freaking drones. Couldn't have done that last turn. All right. Boost capacitor, stun charge, strafe. Stun charge, I love the idea of, because if we can actually draw this continuously, that is just a ton of capability of keeping the enemy locked down every turn. Okay, we're currently taking some damage. I think what we want to do is actually a pretty bad opening turn. We're not taking any damage, but we're not really doing that much on this turn. One day I'm gonna get that one turn KO lethal infinite. We might be infinite now, but I don't think we are. With 3 movement. Mining drill can hit there and stun. If we move Moon, move Raw. We need to get stun charge to really get the mining shot to stun. I think this is another stall. We're only taking 3 damage. It's more than I would like. If we shift out of the way, we'll take 2 and 2, 4 damage. Don't play Swizzle, I don't think. Guess let's draw, see what we draw. Card from a draw pile, put it in your hand. I guess a stun charge keeps the drone alive for a turn. And I can get energy, which does allow me to put out another drone. Blocking a hit. Now we're only taking 2 instead of 3, which means we're only taking 1 red. We have 1 drone available. Got our stun charge. Really taking several damage though. Dude, the trash always kills me on this fight when I'm trying to go thin book stack. Because I need the combo, but I can't get the combo out on a turn like this. I can't get the draw, I can't get to the other cards I have because I just have trash and no other draw. 3 energy. Damn it, I think we're gonna be freaking screwed here, dude. Because I only have 1 movement. I can deploy a drone here, but then we'll take 8 damage on the moving to the right. We move to the left, we take 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. We live, but only barely. And we ain't drawing. So we'll have 1 HP, but let's hope for the best. Taking 4 damage. I will stun here just to keep the drone alive, and then hope that we can. Oh yeah, we have 2 HP actually. Hope that we can do something. This is kind of the turn that I'm looking for because move. Take 1 damage. As good as it's gonna get, really. Move moon. Draw? Draw? Then we take mining drill. Hold on, give me a second here, Mining drill. Battery. 0 draw. Stun. Mining drill. Crystal shard. It's a draw. That's okay. Draw. Battery. Stun charge. Draw. Draw. Mining drill. 0 draw. Draw. Nope, we needed to do the battery. Draw. Mining shot. No. Draw shot first. We need to draw. Mining shot. We shuffled so the 0 draw can't draw anything, but we're like on the cusp of the legendary infinite. Our damage is incredible. Our move speed impeccable. We're so freaking close. I can do like 36 damage. Is it actually worth spending that on this turn? It's not gonna be 36. It's gonna be it's gonna be 18 plus 16. 34 damage. That math does not make sense. But it should result in us able to get a KO next turn, I think. We don't have any garbage being added to my deck on this turn. We could stand still. But actually, I think the Glimmer is totally fine. We only have to do, that's a lot of shaking. We only have to do 15 damage. Could have waited 1 more turn, and I think it would have worked and we would have won, but I want to try something a little bit more cheesy, you know? So, by the way, I have nothing in the deck that adds movement except for Swizzle, so we can move. I think we should move, because if we move, we're okay. So move me. Now, I think we have to moon me. Move me and moon me. But let's get some draw going first. We don't need to do that quite yet. Actually, we do have a stun shot. 2 damage. At this point, we are going to live. Because we're only taking 2 damage right now. Give me I don't like it, but give me a draw. A draw. Not quite infinite. getting garbage added to the deck certainly does make it a little bit harder to do that, huh? Currently taking 2 damage. If we play a Crystal Shard, we will live. Draw all 0 cost cards from your draw pile. This is what we're looking for, actually. Crystal Shard. We need to get the battery. So let's spend energy right now to draw. Okay. There's the battery. You play the battery. You get draw. You play this and this. Then 0 draw gives you your cards back. And you get extra energy. You draw. You draw. This doesn't work, by the way. We're almost to the potentially infinite, I suppose. But no, actually, it does work because we have mining drill. We don't need Crystal Shard. We have a mining drill. No, it doesn't work because I screwed it up on this turn. Freak. He's dead anyways. We were on the cusp. And we probably should have died, but hey, you know, we made it work, kind of. Riggs didn't even do anything on this run, but I'm still gonna give you the memory, since we only have 1 after this, and it's Drake. Look, my memory is still hazy, but I'm pretty sure this whole thing is like at least 10% my fault. That is a low estimate. Any chance you could like use your time magic to change it so it's not my fault? I don't have time magic. Worth a shot. What'd you do? T plus 39 seconds. This explains why we got 2 Riggs. Hello? Anyone? Drake? Anyone on this frequency? Perry? Oh, she's shifting. Anyone? Ah, no. What are you? You are not supposed to be here. No kidding, what's going on? What did I do? You shattered the crystal. And you yourself have been shattered. What are you talking about? Listen carefully. That's not my strong suit, but I'll do my best. You have a piece of me. Huh? This chunk of crystal? It is your only tether to this reality. Do not lose it. Okay, anything else? Hello? Get split. I'm pretty sure, does Evil Riggs have that on like a pendant or an earring or something? I want to go look at Evil Riggs right now because I think that's the Evil Riggs memory. Yo, that was a good run. Mining Drill is such an interesting card. I think it's a secretly amazing card because it's 2 shard for 0. And if we just had a little bit more, I think, removal, or maybe 1 more, maybe upgraded draw shot, or maybe another Crystal Shard in the deck, I think we could have potentially gone infinite with the 0 draw A, but it was close. Still, a winning run! And I can't be too mad about that. I can be mad about the 13 hull damage taken, though. I'm realizing that if you are doing a books deck like this, and you're not quite at that point where you can go infinite, and I'm still not entirely certain how to even get there, if you fail hard because you, I think, are sacrificing a lot of your deck to make that happen. You're not adding enough good cards that can actually deal with the enemies. You get trash added to your deck, which makes it just way harder to actually draw what you need. And at least in my personal experience, I think it's actually costing me artifacts because I'm not fighting elites, I'm trying to maximize shops. Who knows? I'm still learning, but what a fun run. 1 more memory to go, and then a bunch of other unlocks at some point. We need to do a Drake run, and we'll be doing that next time. But for now, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support the channel at the links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Cobalt Core.